All right, Aloysius,
Okay.
25 years ago. Can you believe it?
Time goes by very, very fast.
You were a freshman on that team, right?
Yeah. I was a young buck, wide-eyed, with full of hair.
What do you remember most about that season and about that championship run?
Um, I remember the brotherhood. I remember the intensity, and last I remember the joy. Um, During that run, every game was you felt like you were going to battle with your brothers. You felt like you were going to war, but we celebrated every win. And when we got home, it felt like that win was just within a second. We had to get ready again. So it was like it was a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows. And I guess the best part about that run was we enjoyed more 25 years after. But during that time, it was all business. It was, really, it was Coach. I don't know how Coach did it, but it's like celebrate. You celebrate this tonight. You celebrate for 3 hours, go to bed, and tomorrow morning you get ready again. So it was like 3 hour celebrations, and I think that helped me to this day how to take every day, every game, every business call, and every conversation is a win.
So you weren't there in 99 when they went to the Final Four and lost.
No, I wasn't there. Coach Ayers actually Coach Ayers did a great job recruiting me. I remember going to the house the other day, and I was doing some cleaning, and I saw one of the posters Coach Ayers sent me and said the last piece to a 2000 championship run, and I can remember that feeling. And today, when I went to the house and I say, oh, maybe I was the reason that why they won. So it's a good feeling when you think back how coach recruited me when I was in high school to how we won my freshman year. So it feels good.
So you walked into a culture that was already there and a team that was hungry to win in your first year, didn't you?
Yeah. Rich and I came in at the same time. Adam Wolf, Jason Andreas. We all came in together and we all kind of knew what was the standard expected from us from day one, not just on the court, but also in school and also in practice.
So you're in Indianapolis and you beat Florida and you win the national championship. What do you remember about that feeling?
Uh, let's talk about the game itself. Um, Tough game, big teams going back at each other. A team gets injured, and some people say it was a dirty play. I'm not going to say who did it, who that, but Mateen goes off, he limps off, and you see this guy, the heart and soul of the team, guy we respect for the sacrifice that he did coming back from um, being able to go into the NBA and make some money, but also coming back to for this chance, and then him limping back in the game, and that kind of gave us this kind of like sensation that we is nothing in the world can stop us now. That kind of feeling really not just leadership by talking, but leadership by doing, kind of put us into a sense of uh, nothing can stop us. So that that series right there, when I don't think people remember really, or some people do remember, kind of helped us kind of seal what kind of what it took to be a Michigan State basketball player.
Mateen runs to center court, hugs Mo Pete. You all come out on the floor. Then you
Yep.
hold the trophy up. What was that like for you?
That was silly. Everybody was trying to hug everybody at the same time. You can see everybody trying to just grab somebody, hug each other, because we knew that it was a championship that a lot of people had was behind us. Our parents, our family and friends back home, and you knew that it wasn't just us that had made it this far. It was a whole village behind us, and we were just so excited. We even talked about that to this day, how our parents was hugging each other in the stands. We can look in the stands. Our parents was hugging each other like they were just playing the game. And it was really a family atmosphere. And that's the one thing I can always remember was like how I can see my brothers hugging each other. Then I look in the stands, my family's hugging each other, and you just say, you know what? This is a real family.
Did winning a national championship change your life at all, Al?
Of course, right? It has to. It has to. Especially when you win your first year. When you win your first year, you get spoiled a little bit. You win your first year, that's the level that you need to be at on every time when you step on the court. And then you go to the Final Four your second year. Uh, 4 appearances in the NCAA, 3 Sweet 16. Um, I mean, 2 Final Fours and 1 national championship. I mean, that speaks for itself about what the standards was for my career at Michigan State. And you can see the guys today, how they played on the court when they wear the uniform, Michigan State uniform, the green and white, the kind of the level they have to play at. They fight for that kind of level of playing every single time you go on the court. So what happens is after playing basketball, it's the same thing. After you play basketball, yeah, I'm doing business now. Winning on the court, or it's just like winning on the field, it's winning off the field the same way. High standard of delivery, how you approach people, the kind of elite identity you may have when you see people and talk to people face to face. So yeah, it does changes you for the rest of your life.
So basketball affects your life. I mean, you take it into life experience, right?
Yeah, it becomes a journey. Basketball is part of life's journey, and it helps you pick up those skills that you're going to need to move on to the next part of your life. That's something I always talk to a lot of student athletes is, as a businessman today, we know that sports can help you become a better business person. Why? Because from day one, you walk into a university campus and you're a student athlete, you have to wake up early, you got to be on time, the significance of teamwork, about doing multitasking at the same time. So take those skills, understand those skills that you pick up in university, in high school, will stick with you the rest of your life. And that's something I try to student athletes is understand those skills is the ones that you want to be picking up. It's not about the wins and losses or who, and how many shots you made or how many goals you score, but also the skills that takes you to be elite corporate athlete. That's what I call myself.
You're still wearing the colors. You're a Spartan for life, aren't you?
In fact, right now, I'm not Spartan now. I'm part of the EMBA program.
Okay.
Proud to be a EMBA. So yeah, I went back to continue my college degree, my master's program. But I don't know anybody who went through MSU is not a proud MSU. It's a culture out there that's like no other. I think sometimes you can look into the sports culture that links into the university culture. It goes hand in hand. And you guys in Michigan State for the last 30 some years can thank Coach Izzo for what he's been doing out there. You can thank the football coaches that understand and embrace what it means. And you also thank the players that came in there and embrace the identity about wearing that green and white and understanding what it takes to be a Spartan.
All right, Al, thanks for your time today so much. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Hey, you can reach me anytime. Call me, hit me up, and add me on social media, Aloysius Anagonye.
I got your number, and I'm sorry for the loss of your dad. My condolences.
I would definitely, I thank you all for that. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Al.